The U.S. is among several countries, including Canada, promising to send Ukraine more firepower to fight off Russian forces. But specifics are few to none. Oleksandra Ustinova is a Ukrainian member of parliament and leader of the Liberal Holos Party. She was visiting her husband in the U.S. when the war broke out. Ms. Ustinova is still there and is lobbying the American government to do more to support Ukraine. Hi, Ms. Ustinova. Good to meet you, and thank you very much for making time for our program.
Hi, thank you for inviting.
I want to start off on the latest news out of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and that is the new phase. They're talking about this focus on the Battle of Donetsk. What is the Battle of Donbass, rather, in the Donetsk region? How significant, from your perspective, is this new phase?
So probably this is one of the most important phases, besides the battle for Kyiv that happened at the beginning of the war. We knew this was coming because it was obvious that Putin was regrouping and that he failed to take down Kyiv and the other major cities. So he basically started telling his own citizens that the plan was to take Donbass. And they put all the army and all the forces they could to fight there. We've been asking the international community for the last 3 weeks to help us with the weapons, with the guns, with the arms, because this battle means a lot. Because if Ukraine wins this battle for Donbass, this will change the war history, and this will change the war going on now forever. And this will make us the winners and will let us go further and actually deoccupy the occupied cities in the West. And you know, there are a lot of cities occupied in the South as well, and get our people back from these occupied territories. So it is crucial for us, and we are fighting. We had been ready to fight, and we are there.
And you mentioned the necessary weapons, for example, that are needed in order to be able to fight against Russia in that area of the country. Every day it seems like there's a new announcement, in particular from the U.S., from the U.K. Today there was an announcement here in Canada where artillery is concerned. Is Ukraine getting what it needs?
So far, we had been getting support. We had been getting a lot of arms. But on the other side, I keep telling, and every Ukrainian, starting from our president and ending up in probably every child, keeps saying this is not enough. Unfortunately, the delivery process has been very slow. I know that Canada, a little bit than a week ago, announced a huge support. It was around 500 million Canadian dollars for military support for Ukraine. But unfortunately, nothing has been purchased yet or delivered yet. Just to compare, when President Biden came out and said that Ukrainian will get all the necessary arms that President Zelensky was asking, it was shipped to Ukraine within the 48 hours. And this is exactly what we keep talking about. Please, we are very grateful for the support and for the money allocation, but we need this in terms of weapons and guns delivered to Poland, where we pick it up and take it to the east. So we had been getting artillery. We were grateful for all the javelins and stingers, for all the short range artillery, but we're also keep asking for the long one. And we had been given some from the UK and US. But as you see, this is unfortunately not enough. What is happening in Mariupol right now, where we have more than 100,000 people suffering for more than a month with no food, with no water, this is basically the genocide happening in the city, could be stopped if we had enough long-range artillery to shut down those shooting at our citizens.
And from what you know, especially where the Canadian example is concerned, when you talk about the $500 million that was announced here, but no deliveries, no shipments yet, do you have any impression of when that might happen? Like, has the Canadian government conveyed to you? Because we have yet to get many answers, and we've been asking as well. Do you have any idea when those weapons might be purchased, when they might be shipped? Has there been any communication on that?
Unfortunately, we don't have any dates or anything yet. I know that the list of the needed weapons was passed to the Canadian government long ago by our embassy and by the representatives of our government. So they exactly have the list of what Ukraine needs urgently and critically. So I don't know what the problem is so far on the Canadian side, but we are hoping that this money would be whether transferred very fast to one of the European countries that have available artillery or available arms in stocks, or that the Canadian government would ship the planes like the United States did within the 48 hours to Ukraine, because it's critical for us not to have this in months, weeks even. We need it in days or even better hours, because we have the battles, the most important battles going on in Ukraine now. And this is not only about Ukraine, this is about protecting the Europe and the world from tyranny and from Putin.
And just before I let you go, Ms. Ustinova, you're in kind of a unique position, and I think it's interesting for our viewers to know, you came to the United States to visit your husband. You were so close to delivering your baby that you couldn't fly back to Ukraine. You've now actually given birth just exactly 1 week ago. So first, congratulations on that, the birth of your daughter. But second, what has it been like for you to witness everything you just described from a distance? And I know that you're trying very hard to lobby in the United States. You've met with a number of lawmakers, but what has that experience been like?
I wish I had never had this experience. And to be honest, every minute I was here and saw what was going on in my country, I felt guilty for not being there with my citizens. But I was doing the best I could here with my baby, just to help people in Ukraine now to stand. Because when I was thinking about the women like me giving birth to their children, to their babies in the bomb shelters or in the subway stations, it was just tearing my heart apart, because nobody talks about it now, because with the numbers of people dead, nobody even brings these topics up. But unfortunately, we have a lot of miscarriages right now in Ukraine. We have the death rate of the babies grew up tremendously, because they are born earlier than they should be born, and there is not enough medical supplies and help, because they are literally born in the bomb shelters, and a lot of these babies do not survive. So that's why I've been trying to do my best here to raise awareness, to raise support, to ask the governments of the United States, the Congress, and now talking through you to the Canadian government, to please support us with the arms. We're not asking to come and fight our war. We can do it on our own, but we need your support, we need arms, and we need the financial support to win and for Putin to lose. So our babies would be healthy and born in a normal hospitals like they used to.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Ustinova. I wish you and your new baby the best.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Vashi Capellos, host of Power in Politics. See more of our show by subscribing to the CBC News channel or click the link for another video.